MR.D.I.Y is accelerating its expansion across India and is entering the fast growing beauty category with Adorea Beauty. Now, we would love to understand how the company is approaching marketing, creator partnership, and the changing consumer behavior. Let's delve into the details and talk to the CEO, Mr. Vikas Gupta. Hello and welcome to Impact
Hi,
Magazine.
Anam. Thank you so much for having me. Looking forward to the conversation.
Thank you so much. So, my first question is MR.D.I.Y has been expanding rapidly across India. How has your marketing strategy evolved as other brands enter the newer market and consumer segments?
So, Mr. DIY, we launched the brand in 2019 when we opened the first store in Infinity Malad. Since then, we have grown rapidly. We have 440 stores at this point of time, and we'll cross 500 stores by end of this year. Uh, our marketing strategy has been two-pronged. Firstly, we signed a brand ambassador, Mr. Rajkummar Rao, to lead the brand to which is synonymous with the quality and the assurance that we have to give to our customers. Plus, in addition to that, what we do is we heavily rely on user-led content, and we get tons and tons of it these days. In addition to that, we also reach out to some influencers and local celebrities to communicate the promise that we have to our customers.
Right, right. So, with the launch of Adorea Beauty, MR.D.I.Y has entered one of the most competitive categories. What consumer insight convinced you that this was the right time to introduce a beauty label?
Sure. So we have served over 2 crore customers over the last couple of years. At DIY, we take consumer feedback very, very seriously. Over the years, we have been able to build that trust and confidence in our consumers. And there was a lot of feedback that came to us from our consumers that why don't you focus on trending cosmetic products, beauty products, etc. That's where the team started working towards creating the entire range of cosmetic products. And finally, we believe that with our expansion and presence across the country, this is the right time to launch Adorea, our private label cosmetics, into the country. The idea is to create regular home usage, daily usage products at affordable prices, so that it does not hurt the wallet of consumers, yet it offers good variety and options for consumers.
Right.
Traditional beauty products and traditional beauty stores become overpriced and overpowering for consumers. That's where we realize that we have to launch something which is value, which can be used daily basis, and which is the right quality that our consumers want.
Right. Yeah. Value retail is thriving as consumers become more price conscious. How is MR.D.I.Y balancing its always low prices proposition with the need to build a distinctive and aspirational brand?
Sure. So MR.D.I.Y is present across 15 geographies today. We have 6,500 stores across these countries. In India, the concept has been to bring in those global products to the country as well as develop the domestic ecosystem. Over the years, we have worked with manufacturers and suppliers in India to develop them, to encourage them, to invest with them, and bring in those quality products to our consumers. At the same point of time, whatever is trending globally is what we aspire to bring into our consumers in India. I believe over the last couple of years, the concept around value has changed. The mindset of consumers have shifted significantly from functional products to functional and aspirational products. Case in point, one of the mirrors that we have launched recently, it's at 950 bucks. It's a full length mirror, about 5-6 feet tall and 1.5-2 feet wide. It has become viral. Right. And we have sold more than 1 lakh pieces over the last couple of months. And I think last weekend itself, I was looking at it, there was a queue of almost 100 people queuing up outside one of our stores just to buy that viral mirror. Why that went viral is because it was value. It is the right functional product for people to use, as well as it has aesthetic value around it. And nobody else in the market is offering at that price. So that is what we aspire to do, that we offer right set of variety, value, and functionality to our consumers so that they can come and purchase with us.
Rightly said. But whenever a product or multiple products are at an affordable rate, consumers believe that it may not be of that high quality. Adorea Beauty Care products, they are also starting at rupees 45, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. So how do you change that consumer perception that although they are affordable, but they are also high quality?
So a lot of research and quality testing that goes behind these products. We don't want to get into a scenario where we are offering cheaper quality products to our consumers, because the consumers will come in one time and then they purchase and they'll never return.
Right.
So our team has worked for almost a year just to ensure that the right set of quality products are offered to the consumers. The right packaging is there, the right communication to the consumers is there. We have tested those products. We actually have reached out to our consumers and recommended them to test before and give us their feedback to us in terms of those products. So therefore, quality is something that we take very seriously, especially in cosmetics. What we are attempting to do is to have sufficient spread across different number of stores, so that we utilize the bulk purchases and utilize the ecosystem that we have created in terms of stores, and reduce the prices so that it can become affordable to consumers.
Okay. Um, Along with beauty, other categories are also becoming very driven by creators, influencers, tutorials, social commerce. What role does influencer marketing, user generated content, and creator partnerships play for Mr. DIY?
Okay. So on user-generated content, I think that's the best way of marketing. They are the best brand ambassadors to talk about your brand, your proposition, your quality value. So we take it very seriously. We encourage it significantly. So I think that is the best ambassador that we have. In addition to that, we have reached out to a few influencers to talk about, use our products, and comment about those products. Give us feedback in terms of how we can improve. We have also collaborated with a few movies. So, for example, we recently collaborated with a movie called Welcome to Jungle, where
Right,
Mr.
right.
Arshad Varsi and Ms. Jacqueline Fernandez did a reel for us. We had about 115 million views for that reel. So, slowly, I think the entire marketing paradigm is shifting, where the shift has been more towards influencers and UGCs, and that is what I think is leading, and we want to go in the same wave and focus on that.
Okay. So with Adorea Beauty, will it have a separate brand identity, or or is it the same as Mr. DIY? Will it come under DIY or?
So Adoria is part of our same promise as Mr. DIY to our consumers. There is nothing different. I think Mr. DIY stands for quality, value, variety. And exactly the same are the propositions for Adoria also. Today we have over 200 SKUs to offer to our consumers. We are looking to increase it to 400 SKUs by end of the year. Again, the proposition remains same, that we provide value to consumers. These are everyday usage cosmetic products. Their quality, to ensure that we communicate the right messaging to consumers, and their value.
Right. 200 beauty SKUs, that's a pretty big amount of products that you're launching at once. So, how do you simplify product discovery and encourage trial, especially among young and first time buyers?
So the layout of our stores are designed basis all experience in retail over the last 20-25 years across the globe. Uh, the layouts are defined in a way that consumers find it easy and convenient to identify products, to see the display which are there. So in terms of the usability, the layout is mapped out in a way that they can easily, conveniently see and identify the products that they want to see. When you enter a store, you would see aisles of products displayed on one side, so that you can cherry pick whatever you want to. And I think it is remarkable to see how the conversions have been for us. I think among retail, we are the only one of the few retailers who have upwards of 80-85% conversion, which essentially means that any consumer who is entering our store, it is unlikely to see that they would walk out without a product.
Right. Okay. So store expansion has been your major growth driver, I believe. Is the physical retail network your strongest marketing asset, and how are you amplifying it through campaigns and localized communication?
So expansion is primary to our growth plans in India. As I said, globally we have 6,500 stores. We are opening almost 1,500 stores a year across 15 geographies. In India, we are targeting to open close to 140 to 150 stores this year. And we aspire to reach 1,000 stores over the next 3 to 4 years. We should have 500 stores by end of this year. We take that expansion very seriously. We study the micro markets to ensure that we go to the right micro market and offer the right set of products. We are fairly aggressive in terms of expansion, and I think that is the best marketing tool that we can have. Today we are there across more than 150 odd malls, and around 300 shopping shop lots at the prime locations, and I think that's the best marketing that we can do to reach out to our consumers.
Even the tier two tier 3 markets? How are you approaching them?
So today, if I look at out of 450, 440 odd stores that we have, almost 70% are in tier 1 and tier 2. But from an expansion perspective, I believe the next set of expansion will be led by tier 2 and tier 3 stores, where we have got fantastic response from our consumers.
You said that you are heavy on influencer marketing as well. So when you approach tier 2, tier 3 cities, will regional creators and vernacular creators be a big part of Mr. DIY's media mix?
So regional creators and vernacular creators play a very important part to communicate what we want to reach out to, what we want to communicate to our consumers. Uh, we want to communicate that we we are offering value quality to our consumers, and there is significant amount of variety. I can't think of any other retailer who has this degree of variety. We have close to 12 to 15,000 SKUs per store. And when you go into a store, you will see aisles of books and shelves and pens and pencils and stationery and otherwise and household items. So I think that is a unique proposition that we have in tier 2, tier 3. As I said, the mindset in terms of functionality going towards aspiration has shifted, and that's where the consumers have given us fantastic feedback in terms of the variety that we offer along with value. So clearly the end content which is created by vernacular influencers is helping us to reach out to more and more consumers, communicate our proposition to them, and that is what I think is resulting in fantastic sales for us.
So how is your media mix divided across platforms, and what platform is giving you good results?
So we do a two-pronged approach. From a digital perspective, we signed Mr. Rajkummar Rao as our brand ambassador, and we did, I think, 3 ads along with him. Together, the 3 ads, we have seen more than 600 million impressions across different platforms. On the flip side, we do a lot of local activation. So, for example, recently we have launched Independence Day drawing competition across pan India, where we have categorized. It's largely focusing on kids, where we have categorized them into 3 different baskets, and we will be distributing awards for sort of the best drawing competition, best drawings which are submitted to us. In addition to that, we also do some bit of mall activations. We also do some micro market activations. We have done some bit of cricket competition across different colleges. So we are fairly aggressive in terms of reaching out to our consumers to communicate, to sort of reach out to our consumers.
AI is becoming part of marketing campaigns a lot. How is it with Mr. DIY? Is AI a part of your system marketing?
So we use AI very extensively, not only for marketing but also for analytics, which goes behind how do we allocate how much of stock in which store. What has been the pickup across different stores and different regions? What does different consumers prefer? What kind of SKUs, right? So AI has helped us to analyze this further. In addition to that, from a marketing perspective, a lot of content which we are creating is AI led. We have moved away from traditional product catalog to more immersive content, and that in this shift, I think AI has helped us significantly.
Okay, so the AI boom was recent, but how much would you say it has helped? Or apart from that, also, how much are you growing year on year in India?
So on the AI bit, I think we have been very forthcoming in terms of adopting the changes in AI across different departments. In terms of growth, over the last year, we have grown 60%, and we aspire to continue to grow at least 50% over the next couple of years.
That's great. And how much do you plan on investing in advertising every year in terms of percentages?
So I think it is quite healthy. So if you look at retail as a sector, not many companies actually do much of branding or advertising or marketing. We have been one of the unique cases where we have been very heavily focused on marketing, and we continue. I think we will continue to do significant amount of marketing investment over the next couple of years.
Okay. So right now we saw Adorea Beauty. What is coming next from Mr. DIY in the next, let's say, 12 to 18 months?
So we are working on a few product category range wherever we believe there is a lack of depth in terms of offering, and wherever consumers have come up to us and asked for products. So before Adorea, we launched the entire FMCG range. I think we are developing that range at this point of time. In addition to that, we have signed up with Disney. So we are coming up with an entire range of Disney products across different categories, from toys to jewelry, cosmetics to household to even I foresee there would be a mix mix of Adorea plus Disney also at some point of time, catering to sort of younger population and maybe kids who are interested in cosmetics. So the idea is to continue to offer more and more variety and more offerings to our consumers, so that they can come and they can enjoy shopping at our stores.
Lastly, how would you say Mr. DIY differentiates from other retail stores that offer multiple SKUs such as Miniso or Market 99? What would you say to consumers who think that Mr. DIY is just like them? How does it differentiate?
So our differentiating factor is variety, price proposition, and value. Any consumer who wants to explore good quality products are not very choosy about any specific product and want to see what is sort of in trend, what is trendy. They come and they enjoy shopping at our stores. I think this is a proposition which is not offered by any other player in the market. Our stores are at least 10,000 square feet, which offers almost 12,000 SKUs. I can't think of any other player who has 12,000 SKUs in the country.
That was great. Thank you so much for speaking
Thank you
with
so
us.
much. Appreciate it.